from Madeline was very brief, considering what happened, very sad. She called to wish Kirk well.
How did she sound on the phone?
What do you mean?
Was she worried or unduly anxious?
No. She was concerned, sympathetic.
Did you hear anything in the background?
No.
Do you have any idea who might have a reason to want to kill her?
No. I didn't know her very well. Sorry I can't be more of help to you. Suppose you'll be leaving now. I would like it if you would stay. I would like it very much.
I can stay till I have to catch my plane, that's it.
I'll take whatever I can get.
Doesn't sound like you.
You know, I don't feel like me.
I bet. You look tired.
I am tired.
Tough time, right? No sleep. A lot of stress.
Yeah. No, I feel like I'm going to explode. It's the most depressing thing I've ever been through. I think it's even worse than when my father was ill.
But I don't understand. I mean, Kirk, there's reason to be hopeful. He's got a second chance. Eden, what is wrong? Now, is something bothering you beyond the obvious? Are you hiding something from me?
I told you everything I know about the investigation. I don't know anything more. You've heard everything I have to say.
I'm not talking about the investigation.
I'm sorry.
Something is bothering you. I know you well enough to know that. Can't you talk to me? Well, that means you have to go back to the hospital? Well, I mean, that maybe they want to talk to you about what is it? We can pick this up later. Let's go back to the hospital. Come on.
Excuse me. You're waiting for Mrs. Cranston, aren't you?
Yes, I am.
Well, I have some telephone messages here. Would you give them to her for me?
Oh, yeah, no problem.
I'm going to break now.
Okay.
Thanks.
Nick? Found a new lead. Call me when you get a chance, Nick.
I just talked to the surgeon. Operation was a success. He's going to be out for a while, but this whole next week they'll be monitoring him and medicating him for rejection.
Oh, so he got through the first part. That's good.
Yeah.
It's amazing what they can do nowadays, isn't it? You got a couple of messages here. The nurse gave them to me. Yeah, I couldn't help noticing they're from Nick. Did you doing some private investigating for you or something?
Yeah, just Capital Enterprise stuff, just pretty boring.
Uh-huh. Well, I'm glad the news is good about Kirk so far.
Thank you. Thank you for being here with me. I know you have to get back to your family. How's Brandon?
Not that great, but I'm sure he'll get better.
Send him my love. Say hello to Santana.
Yeah, I will. Thanks for answering my questions.
Sorry I couldn't have been more help. Have a good trip back.
Okay. Eden.
Yes.
You were going to tell me something, weren't you?
No. Please forget everything I said. I was just feeling sorry for myself. And you're right, you know. I have to be more hopeful, not so depressed.
If you need help of any kind, I wish you'd tell me, even if you don't think it's important.
I think you have enough to worry about without worrying about me.
I couldn't stop if I tried.
You better hurry or your plane's gonna be late.
You call me if you need anything.
I won't need anything. Bye. Cruz? Cruz. Cruz, you came back? I wanted you to.
I missed my plane.
Oh, it was an accident.
I don't think so. I read in a magazine there's no such thing as accidents. But psychology's never been my strong suit.
Mine either.
I'm not going to be able to get out of here till about midnight. Why were you crying?
I don't know. Seem to cry a lot these days.
Eden, I've said it before. I know you. I know when something's eating at you, and that's what I've seen since I got here. And not just today either. I don't know, you're preoccupied or something. It's something more than Kirk's illness. Does it have to do with those messages from Nick? Darling, I know it's in there, but I can't read your mind. You're gonna have to open up.
It's my battle. I have to fight it myself.
Maybe so, but you don't have to fight it alone if you just share it with me. Please, I'm worried about you.
I should call Santana. About being delayed, she's probably worried about you. I would be if you were my husband. I should call her. Night.
Eden.
Daddy? Hello?
Sorry?
No, I'm sorry. I live here. I'm Cece's daughter.
Eden, right? Thank you for coming all the way back to the funeral, Eden.
I'm sorry we had to meet this way, David.
Yeah.
I really am very sorry. I know you must feel terrible.
How's your husband?
Well, the doctors, they feel really good about it. He came to the surgery fine, although he's still in critical condition.
I see.
If he lives, it will be completely to your generosity. I don't know how to thank you enough.
You don't have to thank me. You know, in a strange way, it helps me to know Madeline's heart is still beating. She's living on somehow through your husband.
Ellie?
Hi, Edie.
Hey,
I'm gonna go get dressed for the service.
Come here. Heard about the wedding.
Yeah, well, we decided it was for the best.
You told Nick about Dylan, didn't you?
Yeah, and you were wrong, Eden, because he couldn't forgive me.
Is that what he said?
Well, no, not exactly. It's over between us. I went to pick up my things today, and he didn't stop me.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, well, everybody seems to be sorry around here, don't they? Why don't people just tell me what they think, or that they understand me? You know, I feel like the world is just shutting a door in my face all of a sudden.
Maybe I do understand.
Oh, yeah? Well, Dylan seems to think he's the only one that understands or has answers to me. Dylan, he thinks he's my knight in shining armor, Eden. He asked me to marry him.
Dylan did?
Yes, and he's scary. And I'll tell you what scares me even more is that I find myself listening to the things he's telling me about myself and almost believing they're true.
Well, maybe you should stop listening to Dylan. Kelly, you can't afford to wait for Nick to come running back to you to tell you that the relationship is or isn't going to continue. Maybe Nick is waiting himself. It's not up to him to make this all right, Kelly. It's up to you. Courtney?
Yeah.
How are you feeling? Are you all right?
Yes, I'm fine. Thank you.
Julia,
Hi.
come in.
Thank you.
Hi, Julia. Thanks for coming.
I hope I'm not too early.
No, not at all.
Courtney, when my father gets back from the airport with your folks, would you mind sending someone out to the Viva to get me? Sure. Okay, thank you.
Do you remember this time last year? So you remembered?
I did.
Seems like a long time ago, doesn't it?
Yeah, I guess a lot happens in a year.
Yeah. That's what you told me.
I used to think that love was just for fools.
So how did love ever find this fool lost in the dark?
And how did love find the key to open up my heart? Now I know there's no life without love.
Now I know what lovers always knew.
I was blind until you came and changed my point of view. But now I see the change in me is you.
You know, I don't think there's one thing about that day I don't remember. Not one detail.
I loved your notes.
You on that horse?
Yeah.
It was like something out of a storybook.
With you as the fairy tale princess. It was unreal, wasn't it?
No. It was very real.
Oh, look. I'm afraid I'm gonna have to ask you to leave me alone here for a while.
Was it something I said?
No, I'm working on a case.
Oh, I figured. What case?
I can't tell you. And I'd appreciate it if you wouldn't tell anyone that you saw me down here, all right?
Sure, no, I won't say anything. Is there anyone in particular I shouldn't say anything to?
Don't say anything to anyone. Suffice it to say, some men aren't exactly what they seem.
You're not talking about Kirk, are you?
No, actually, I was talking about somebody else. Why, does the shoe fit?
No. I just know that you two don't really get along very much, and... Well, I'll leave you alone. See you later.
Listen.
You know, I think the others might want to come in for a while.
Listen, Eden, will you please cover for me? Make up some excuse. I don't feel like socializing.
Sure,
I'd
no,
love to
it's a
go
long
straight
day
to
for
bed.
you.
All right, thank you. I'll see you.
Okay. Where's Courtney?
Oh, I think she went with Cece and Ted to see her parents off the airport.
I wish they'd stayed. You know, we don't get to see them that much anymore.
It wasn't the best of times.
Oh, yes, of course.
Speaking of time, I really need to be going.
Oh, no, Julia, why don't you come in just for a little while?
Please, stay.
Well,
Please.
all right, if you insist, I will. Thank you.
Hey, I know that look, Castillo. What's going on in your mind?
I was just thinking how much I hate to be wrong.
Uh-huh.
Eden said a couple things to me tonight about perked. It got my wheels to spinning, man. And I just remembered how susceptible I am to jumping to conclusions about the guy. I don't want to make the same mistake with this David character.
Excuse us?
Certainly. It was quite an eloquent eulogy David gave Madeline at the service, wasn't it?
Yes, it was.
The only problem is I kept thinking he was talking about somebody else. Certainly didn't sound like the Madeline we've been living with, did it?
Well, I'm sure David knew another side of her.
I hope he did, for his sake.
I'm very sorry about your wife. Goodbye, Mr. Lynn.
Bye.
Hi, Cruz.
Oh, hi. How you doing?
Cruz. Pearl?
Hi. Sorry to have to drop by so late, but I'd like a word with you, David, outside, if you don't mind.
Well, like you said, it is awfully late. This isn't really the best of times. How about tomorrow?
This won't keep till tomorrow.
Cruz, we just got back from the service.
No, wait a minute. I think I would like to know what won't keep. And I'd also like to know what business you think you have bringing someone who is so unwelcome into this house.
Hey, listen, sorry to upset you, ma'am. You see, we have reason to believe you might be able to give us some information about the murder of your wife. Information you have thus far knowingly withheld. It's entirely up to you. We can talk right here, or we can go downtown and confer in more official surroundings. Either way is fine with me. But we do have to talk.
Are you saying that I'm a suspect?
I'm just saying I want to talk to you.
Cruz, are you sure?
Yeah.
Well, look, I don't understand this. I mean, I wasn't even on the West Coast at the time.
I just want to clarify some information, Mr. Laurent, that's all.
Okay, fine. Let's do it right here.
Great. It'll be easier for both of us.
Cruz, don't you think whatever it is can wait?
No, I don't think it can wait. I'm sorry. I just can't take any more of this.
What does that mean?
Nothing.
Courtney, what's going on here? Do you know something?
No.
You've been talking to Castillo, haven't you?
No, leave her alone, man. She's not the reason I'm here.
Oh, wait a minute. I want to know what you've been saying about me. Listen, you have never liked me. You've always hated my marriage to Madeline. I'm telling you something. If you are spreading lies about me to get me into trouble, I feel very sorry.
Hey, look it, Buster. You leave her alone, all right? She got... Come on.
Oh, my business is done here, Inspector, right?
Yeah, Courtney? Yeah, you can go now.
Okay, can I check?
Yeah, you can go.
I guess I better inform you that if you want to have a lawyer present while we talk, you're welcome to.
Do I need one?
The question is whether or not you want one. I'm simply trying to protect your rights.
Mason can represent you.
No, Eden, I don't think I'm the right man.
Oh, what we're doing is saying that you stay and make sure David's rights aren't violated, that's all.
Oh, I don't think Cruz will violate David. I do think it's a shame that his little friend scampered off right when it looked like he was going to need some legal help. I thought better of Julia than that.
I don't feel I need an attorney. And believe me, if I do, I'll get in touch with one.
Yeah, well, a word of warning, David. If you are trying to hide anything at all, Cruz will find out. Trust me.
So, what'd you think? Ooh, I still have the touch.